I'm here to tell you guys over the past week what I've been doing on the system and all that. They might be putting the 188 sooner than expected on the 7 train. Today, a couple days ago, my friend told me, my friend Eddie, you know him here on YouTube, known as R32's Da Best. He told me that the 188s might be going on revenue service. And I actually think that it's actually nice to see the 7 train get something new, ever since the Redbirds have left the 7 line. And now everything's gonna be a whole lot different on the 7 lines. The 7 and the L train, it's like 2. It's like Shadow and Sonic all over again, but in reality. I mean, look here. We still got 32s in the system, and 62s and 68s. The 62s and 68s are like brothers to each other, in my world. The 32s, I don't want to disappoint you rail fans out there, but I gotta say one thing. The 32s are not the best. The best cars that are not around. The best cars that in my world, and I think most rail fans would agree with me, are the R40 slants. The slants were the best. They went fast, and you gotta admit, the way the model was, it was like a high-speed train, but the subway version of a high-speed train. The slants, there was something special about them that no rail fan knows about. The way the model was made was why they went faster than the 32s. And if you're wondering why I'm saying this, is because just take a good look at one of the models. It has a slanted end, and at the bottom, when it comes to a stop, at the bottom of the slanted end, it's like a nose of a plane. And the more slanted the nose is, the faster the train car goes, or whatever it is. Same thing like a gun bullet. A gun bullet comes down like this. It's this big, and it comes down into a deep hit. Let's say. Sorry, guys. It's quite sad though to know that they're gone since 5 years. And I've been thinking of going on the B line since 5 years. That's just some guy's car. I've been also thinking of going on the B line and making a video, like, of a couple minutes of me on the B line of how much it's changed. And I gotta say, I haven't been on the B line since the slants last ran. And that was in 2008. Last time I was on a slant and that was on the A train, if I'm correct, because my brother, nah, not my brother, what do you call it? My friend lives in the Rock, not really, but he lives in the Rockaways. He lives here on Bay Parkway on the D train, not Bay Parkway, yeah, 71st Street. I'm just thinking of the M train. And I also got another thing for you rail fans out there, and it might catch a guy's eye to know that the Knuckles was right about this. The W, the V, and the M are coming back. I already know. I asked my uncle about it. He says he's not sure, but I know it. I know it because over the past years, just the past couple years since 2010, it's only been 3 years now. Just think of how much money the MTA has gotten in those past 3 years. We don't know because we're rail fans. We ride the trains all the time. But what can I say, guys? The MTA does what they want to do with their system. It's their system. They do what they want to do. And now we gotta make this right. I'm thinking of sending a message to the MTA of trying to put the slants on the N again. I'm not sure if the MTA... Damn. Oh, never mind. I'm not sure if none of you guys are smart enough, but why not asking the MTA? Why not send them a message? I guess most of you rail fans are dumb enough, though. I'm not being mean to you guys, I'm just saying, I think you're dumb enough that, why can't, oh, well, we just want the trains back on the, let's say, whatever line you want them to be back on. Stop thinking that. Instead of just wishing or dreaming about it, why not just send a goddamn message to the MT fucking A, and email them, or call them. Email the MTA, and you never know, they might reply back. Actually, wait a second, yes, they will reply back, I know it. I'm thinking myself, one of you rail fans is smart enough, I'll do it myself. I'm going to ask the MTA, can you put the 32s back on the N for a month? Or for the winter. Not the winter, the summer. Because Knuckles is right about one thing. The R32s that used to run on the N ran perfectly. And that was because of one reason. The Phase 2s had a special capability in the trucks that hold the wheels and the shoe for the electricity contact. The trucks on the Phase 2s were more, let's say, they were more they're slightly different from the Phase 1 trucks, but the Phase 2s had special capabilities with their trucks. They were able to make quick stops also. Not that the Phase 1s can't do that, but the problem is every time the Phase 1s always stop, they always make a screeching sound. You go on the C train or the J train and find one of those old trains. You'll see what I mean. And now the 160's on the C. It's not extra trains, it's just trains from the J train, but think it. The only thing that's gonna last forever are 62s, 62As, 68, and 68As. Two twins that I don't give a shit about. I mean, I like the 62s. The 68s can go fuck themselves. All they're good for is just going to sleep on them and playing with the roll sign. Don't ever. And if I catch anyone foaming, I mean, yeah, of course, I may play with my friend's roll sign sometimes, or I go in the museum and play with the roll signs. You want to see old trains? Go in the fucking museum, okay? Don't play with the roll signs. It's a bad idea. And if I catch anyone playing with a roll sign myself, I'm going to tell them to stop, because I don't want to get arrested. I don't want to be accused of doing that shit in the act. I don't want to see a rail fan that I'm with playing with a roll sign. Or else I'm going to laugh in their face and say, ha ha, you were dumb enough to play with the roll sign. And now, all I can say, guys, just do what we have to do. Just do what every rail fan does. Go on the trains, have fun and all that. And I also got that game, that train simulator, OpenBVE, my friend downloaded for me. And I gotta say, it's pretty fun. I got almost every train I've found except the futuristic trains. I'm not much into, like, the fictional trains. But if any of you can also help me, I've been trying to get the N train line. I downloaded it off OpenBVE station. And every time I go on the line, it's either everything is pitch black except I can only see signals, or it doesn't even work. Like, I don't get it. Remember, what else? That's basically about it, guys. Good luck with the rest of the rail fanning, and I'm also thinking that the MTA is deciding to take those off-40 slants that are in the museum. I'm thinking they might take them out one day. Take those 38s that are in Pickin Yard, and probably use those GE's train cars. The police don't have full authority of those GEs that are in Floyd Abandoned Field, where the police training is, because the MTA still owns them. They're subway cars. Why would the police want to own subway cars? I mean, for training, yeah, but they're not fully owned. I'm thinking the MTA is taking make a train out of them and put them on one of the lines. And if they do, I bet you guys every rail fanner is going to be. I bet all of you are going to be on that train. Not only that, but if it's on the N train, the slants on the N again, 38 slants and 32 GEs. Oh yes. The two of the slants pairs in Concourse Yard, say goodbye to them. Yes, the MTA is scrapping the pairs. And if you guys want, send a message to the MTA and tell them, please don't, or we can do a it's up to you guys. You want to do a protest and all that, that's on you guys. I don't want those slants to go. They're the only ones left in the system. There's only a couple pairs left. And these couple pairs are not in service. They should let these pairs run again. We have slants, run them. Like seriously, you're just letting these trains sit around. I mean, in the museum I understand it's a museum. You're displaying trains from like all the times, it's history. But instead of just letting them sit around, put them together and put them to use instead of letting them sit around collect dust and disease. Same thing with the R30s. You guys the MTA, if the MTA is watching this, you should take the R30s and put them in like a fan trip or something. You guys are letting the R30s or the red Lovies and the BMT Q-Type, I think it is, in Coney Island Yard. Why are you letting it sit there? For no reason. And that R40M pair, you guys should also make a fan trip out of it. And if I were to make a fan trip train, for the N line or BMT line, I would take this. I would take the slants, the R32 GEs, the 38s, and then the 40 mods. That would be a fan trip train. That would be a real modern fan trip train. From the beginning of 1963, I think they were made. 1965. The slants are the best, remember that. And if you guys don't think that, you can go fuck yourself. Because the slants, I wish they were still around. The 32s, I like the 32s, but the 32s right now can go fuck themselves. I miss the slants so much that I don't even... The 32s, I love riding the 32s, or the 42s. The 42s are like the only things left of the 40 state, let's say. The class of 40s, let's say. The class of 40s. And the 46s. There's nothing left. So, MTA, get off your asses, like what's his name says in Knuckles. Get off your asses. Start thinking with your brains. And take these trains and put them to good use instead of letting them sit around all fucking day collecting dust and who else God knows what. It doesn't make sense. Why are you guys gonna hold on to trains and you don't run them? What the fuck? What's the sense of leaving trains around in each yard for no goddamn reason? I mean, you'll use them for garbage and all that, but either way, you're letting them sit around. You should put them to good fucking use. That's what they were made to be for. Not just to sit around and collect dust and all that shit. And you guys wanna know something else? The Redbirds. Put like old equipment on each line. You guys still have this equipment and you're not using it. And you guys are complaining about shortage of trains. The politics. I am not a politician. I hate politics. I will never be a politician. I don't even want to run for president because so much I hate politics. Why do you guys listen to this shit? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why listen? My friend is right. Run this shit the way it should be, or just give up. Leave your fucking system. This is your system. You take control of it. Don't let the fucking don't let anyone decide how to run your system. This is your system accompanied by this state. The president is the president of the United States. Yes. Then we have the mayor of each state itself. Now, I just think you guys should make a fan trip for the old trains. Do it, or take the old trains and put them in use for like every couple of weeks, or for every different time. And if you do that, I bet you a lot of more people will be happy. It will give better service also. And maybe old trains, don't give a crap about what the people say. As long as you have more trains to give better service. And if you have better service, more people will be happy. All you did is just, you take these new trains and you put them on these lines for no goddamn reason. Why are you gonna take all your money and put it towards bullshit? Like, it's recyclable metal, for crying out loud. It's stainless recycled steel. And guys, sorry to make a quick opening, but I gotta go out and ride my bike for a little bit. I'll talk to you guys later. Tails out.